long is this panel?
35 feet.
It's feeling that way. Okay, first off, whatever we're using for our trowel, okay, we want to make sure it's nice and clean, okay? Secondly, you may want to take and round off the burrs with a file, okay, those sharp corners. So as we're spreading our product, we don't create a dig line into it, okay? That's really more important if we're going to use our trowel to put on a hard wax oil. For filling, it's not as important because we're going to sand more off. So if we do put a little dig in it, it's going to be removed by our sanding, okay? Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go the full length of the room, across the boards like so, and work our way down. And we're going to push that into the cracks. Okay, what we're going to try and do is we don't want to take and leave a big glob like that, because what's going to happen there? It's going to take longer for that to dry, and then we've got to sand that off, and that's going to fill our paper up and create a lot more dust.
Filler is your standard enemy. That's what we'll pick up on truck rollers, that's what we'll pick up on a lot of this stuff. No, only want as much as you can get to fill a hole.
How long is this panel?
35 feet.
It's feeling that way.
The real 16,
Okay, now, if you're doing multiple rooms, here's where you need to look at some things. And as far as like things drying, if you're working by yourself, what I do is I take and knock out one room, get it ready to fill that room, move on to the next one. That way I'm not having any downtime while that filler's drying. If I take and do all the rooms at once, fill all at once, then I'm going to take and make sure I stop for a break, have lunch. But you're going to need at least a half hour to 45 minutes for that filler to dry before you can jump back on it with your sander, okay? If you jump on it too quick and it's not dry, if you're jumping on it with the belt sander, you're just going to fill that upper roller full of dust and wet filler, and you're going to have one heck of a mess to clean up, okay? And if you don't take and pull that upper roller off and clean it good, that paper's not going to track and not work well. If you're going to come on and hit it with a planetary sander, okay, you're going to go through a lot of extra paper, and you may have to jump down one grit to remove that filler, okay? So give it the dry time. If you need to take and throw on some ceiling fans, open some windows so you get some airflow there through to dry it up, that's what you might have to do. But if you just take and close it up and don't get any airflow and any ventilation, this stuff is not going to dry. Do not add anything to this if you're using a pre-made product. It's ready right from the factory, okay? I know guys that will take and add some spirits to it to thin it down, or some denatured alcohol. That's the absolute worst thing you can do, okay? You want to use it right straight and fill that crack and let it dry. If you thin it down, it's not going to have the properties it needs, and it's not going to work.